Hey guys, it's Burgas here, and today we're going to rank all of the 2-star heroes presented in Heroes of History Epic Empire. I'm going to start from the bottom to the top, and we're going to see which heroes is going to be on the first place. Of course, if you enjoy this type of videos, make sure you hit one like on the video. Also subscribe to this channel to not miss more Heroes of History content. Let's jump in the first one. On the bottom, I'm going to put a confetti cannon. Now, there is a couple reasons why I'm doing that. As you can see, this hero shoots his cannon at 4 random targets, dealing 20% damage to the enemies in the range. I don't think this hero actually deserves a better place. The main reason is just the damage is not enough. This damage is just not enough compared to the rest of the heroes, compared to the buffs and so on. That's why I think he deserves place number, basically the last place. The next hero I'm going to post is going to be the Axe of Ragnarok. And this hero is also D for me. Don't forget, you can write in the comments below what you also think. The main reason she's on the bottom is just the damage she's doing. Throw an axe to the enemy units within the most HP. Most likely this is going to be the heroes dealing 600% damage. Is also a melee. Now we're going to see some other heroes that is also doing similar amount of damage, but she's an infantry, she's a melee, and this is really little dangerous to be in the front lines if you're not tank or some kind of heavy infantry hero. And this is the main reason I actually put her on this place. Of course, you can use her in the Tesla Storm, it's no problem, it's even one of the suggested heroes. But for me, just she's not having that attack. Now we're going one level above, and then on the next place I'm going to put Cosmic Blast. Now there is a couple reasons I'm going to put him as at C. First, of course, little overview over the spell he's having. Summon Celestial Energy to rain down upon the random enemy unit, dealing some percentage of damage. The impact also affects the nearly enemy units within the range of 2 from the target. And I don't think the damage is that much, but still he's doing AoE damage, so I'm going to give a little more for him just because from the Axe of Ragnarok, just because he's doing some AoE damage. But still, the damage is not that big. On the next place is going to be Dragon Kick. He is also for me a C tier hero, and there is a couple reasons behind, of course. Kick the current target 3 times for 720% damage. It's little more from Axe of Ragnarok, is still a melee one, it's an infantry, so we have to be careful with this type of heroes. Since for me personally, I prefer mostly to have like heavy infantry in the front lines, or the heroes that is going to get attacked. But yeah, the damage is just not that much, and it's an infantry. Now let's jump one tier above, and we're going to check it out, the first hero in Heroes of History Epic Empire, and this is Sun God's Embrace. Now this hero is also a good one in my opinion, but still, is compared to the rest of the heroes and situations that he can be, I don't think he can actually compare that much. The thing he is doing is invoke the Aztec Spirit healing all friendly units within the range of 1 for 450% of his base damage. Now here is the thing, it's going to be good one if you use a lot of melee units. For example, you have heavy infantry, you have other infantry, and you want something to support there. Maybe it's going to be good in situation like this, but you have to be 100% sure all the heroes is going to go in one direction. I think it's going to be absolutely crazy in the Tesla Storm, since all of your heroes, if you go with melee heroes, I think he's going to be very good there, but still, the range is not that much, it's like 1, and you have to somehow control something that you don't have control, basically, where the hero is going to go. That's why I put him on this place. Oh, sorry about that, it should be actually a B. Sorry. The next hero, we're finally going to touch some buffers, and this is going to be the Spirit of Tatanka. I mean Sitting Bull, sorry about that. And there he is. He's going to be also B. He's providing some buffs, and I rank this type of heroes mostly how they can actually help you in your progression is very important, since if you are further in your progression, most likely you're going to have some epic heroes, maybe legendary heroes, maybe 3-star heroes. So some of these heroes is not going to be that much valid, but still for the progression and maybe a little for the arena or some heroes that is prioritizing other heroes is also going to get in count here. The spell is actually Spirit of Tatanka. Target the biggest cluster of the friendly units, increasing the defense by 34% of Sitting Bull defense for 8 seconds in range of 2. I think this is a pretty good, it's not something game changing with this only 34%. But still, I think it's a good spell. The next one in my list is going to be Emilia Tertia. And there she is. She's also a B tier for me. What she's doing is target the biggest cluster of enemy units, reducing attack by 50% of Amelia Tertia attack for 8 seconds in range of 2. Now, I was thinking for this hero between tier A and tier B, and I decided just to put her at tier B because, again, I'm focusing more the heroes because every hero has specific place on the table. But I focus these heroes more like for the progression, and yeah, still she's doing pretty decent. She's having like 5 seconds speed, very important. And yeah, maybe I can actually put her at A. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to put her at A. Just because I think 50% is a pretty decent amount of damage. And if you have this hero awaken it, every awakening is going to give more. Okay, this hero don't have is from the attack and she's getting defense. Very strange, but still, I think 50% is absolutely crazy amount. The next B tier hero is going to be Piercing Thrust. Now, he was one of the first heroes that I get, and I'm extremely happy with this hero, and there is many reasons behind. Pierce the current target with a spear, dealing 720% damage. This is a pretty decent percentage, I'm not gonna lie, and for sure is for Tesla Storm is going to do a great job. Also, when there is a heroes. Still, this hero cannot actually compare with some other heroes that we're going to check later in our rank list, but still, I think it's a decent one, especially from point of damage. He's doing way more. The next hero is Mochizuki Chiyome. Now, this is one of the heroes people are starting with, and pretty easy to be get it. There is a couple reasons for this hero to be at this place. Now, from point of damage, she's not doing that much damage. She's doing like 540 compared to this bad boy. He's 720, but this hero is used for, how to say it, for killing other heroes. So if you have a stage where there is a heroes, this hero is going to prioritize heroes. The other thing that I like for this hero, and this is he's ranged, so she's going to attack from the safe distance and is going to prioritize heroes. Absolutely very good for stages when there is a heroes there, even in the arena, I can actually say. The next hero is going to be Imhotep. He's also a range hero. I really like him. Where is he? Okay, there he is. He's also B for me, something like a average hero. I don't use him that much, I'm not gonna lie. I have just way better buffers from him, but still, I think it's a good hero, and he is going to be a B rank. Maybe a couple words about his spell, and target the biggest cluster of enemy units, reducing the defense by 34 of Imhotep attack for 8 seconds in range of 2. This is the buffs, but still, it's not something crazy, so I can actually put him on the S stage or A stage. The next hero I'm going to point out is Kondo Isami. Now, this hero is also a B tier for me, and here's why. I'm going to give props to this, that he's swiping at the current target, dealing 100% damage to all enemy units in range of 2. Now, I'm going to give a point for this AoE damage that this hero can do. And affected units have their accuracy reduced by 10% for 8 seconds. This is something in extra, and that's why compared to some other AoE damage dealers, I prefer to put him as an average one, just because this 10% accuracy and the damage he's doing, I was thinking between A and B, but I decided he's going to be B. And we're going to have our second A tier hero. This is going to be Eric the Red, and I'm going to move him to the A tier. Now, what I like about this hero is Unleash the Rally Shoutout, increasing the attack of friendly units in a range of 5. We're talking about absolutely decent range. He's going to catch a lot of heroes by 40% of his attack for 8 seconds. I think this is a pretty decent spell. I mean, 8 seconds is something very good, and 40%. Now imagine if he short out and boost some AoE damage dealer, is going to help you by a lot in the AoE. Absolutely good hero, and that's why I put him as an A tier. The next A tier hero is going to be Te Wero Wero, and the main reason is for the first time we're going to actually see shields. I'm a huge fan of the shields, because those shields, based off the attack or defense or HP or whatever, just boost also the troops. And I can see with my Louis, the 14, I think, or the 4th, when he boosts, the shield is like the HP of my troops. So I have huge respect for the shield heroes. But if we go a little more in details about this hero, invokes a power of water targeting the biggest cluster of friendly units, providing 115% of the Wero base damage as a shield in the range of 2. So it's going to catch infantry, it's going to catch cavalry, it's going to catch also heavy infantry. All these range legions that is going in front, and all these troops. I mean, cavalry of course can be ranged, but the troop cavalry is a melee one. So he's going to catch a lot of troops and heroes. So that's why I put him at this tier. The next hero is going to be Yoshino Dayu. And of course, I'm going to move her as a A tier. There is again a couple reasons about this. Throws a poison fan at the enemy with the highest HP. Most of the times, like 99% from the time, the enemy with the highest HP is going to be a hero. Just the heroes have more HP from the troops, dealing 450% damage and poison them for 280% damage over time. So in total, for 8 seconds, the target is going to receive a decent amount of damage. It's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 720, which in my opinion definitely is something that you want to use if you want to strike enemy heroes. It's not guaranteed that it's going to hit the enemy heroes, but yeah, by prioritizing by HP, most likely it's going to hit there. The next hero I'm going to post as an A rank. This is going to be Euclid, and the main reason is his AoE damage. And I'm going to put him as an A tier. Storms the ground, dealing 75% damage to all enemies with a range of 3. Now the range is a very decent 3 for the siege hero, and the damage is the range is decent and the damage is decent. That's why I think, especially for the AoE, this is one of the best AoE damage dealers from the 2-star heroes, in my personal opinion. And finally, we're jumping on the next hero, and this is going to be the first S hero presented in Heroes of History Epic Empire. And I'm talking about Kandakte of Nuba. This hero is doing crazy amount of damage on the single target. We're talking about 1000% damage on a single target. Strikes the current target twice for a total of 1000 damage. And every increase of the level of this 1000 is going to be 27%. The bad thing about this hero is you cannot actually coordinate where he is going to strike, but I think he's S. I was thinking between A and S, and I decided to put him at S because basically everything he's striking is dying. It's basically dying. It can help for the Tesla Storm, also in the arena, also in the progress where there is some hard heroes. Very hard heroes. This hero is for heroes like Titus, Spartacus, and this type of things that have pretty decent defense, and you need hard hitters. And this is one of the biggest hard hitters in the 2-star heroes. And as already mentioned him, the other S hero that I'm going to point out is going to be Titus Pluto. This hero is absolutely crazy. If there is one rank above, I'm going to put him there. And I'm going to move him as a S tier. Now if you check his spells, is something like stabs the current target from behind his shield, dealing 700% damage. This is a pretty decent, but heavy infantry by default don't have that big damage, but still the damage is a decent one. And on top of that, he is getting 500% shield based on the damage as a shield. So he can do some decent amount of damage and is going to get a shield from this, which is, I don't know, I think it's a very good one, especially for the tanking. And you're going to need tanks in your progress. So, you know, Titus is going to help you by a lot. By striking hard and also getting some shield. We have to keep this thing in mind that shields is helping you by a lot. It's like a free healing, but it's not actually healing, it's actually a shield. So this is the main reason I actually put him here, just because the spell he's having is absolutely crazy. But yeah. The next S tier hero is going to be Hassan Pasha. There is a single reason behind. This hero is going to help you so much in your progression. I already have auto, and yeah, this hero is basically doing taunt for the people who don't know. Is taunt all the enemies for 4 seconds. This is just 4 seconds is enough, so all the troops come to him, all the heroes come to him and start hitting him. After the taunt ends for this like 4 seconds, they're going to continue hitting your hero. So it's something like a permanent taunt, and is getting defense increased by 40%. Which is also very good for 4 seconds just to get some hits and getting this shield. Again, I have auto help me by a lot in my progression. in Heroes of History Epic Empire. Absolutely beautiful. It's basically close to the same, but here is for 4 seconds. Since this is like 15 from 15, it's close to 15 from 15 this spell, but also provides some 20% of the damage, blah blah blah. It's a good one. Hassan is going to help you in your progression by a lot. Even if you don't have 3-star or epic hero or legendary hero, this hero is still going to do the job. Absolutely crazy hero. The next S tier hero, I'm going to put Nea. Now this hero you're going to receive basically for free when you start playing the game. I think is one of the conversation when you progress in your campaigning. You're going to get her. Absolutely crazy hero. I really like her because it's not many healers. We don't have that many healers, and she is like applies a hairball, something to the friendly unit within the most missing HP, healing them by 800% of her base damage. Prioritize heroes. Of course, it's going to prioritize heroes. But yeah, this hero just helped me so much in this game. It's something that I use even with my epic and legendary heroes. At one point, I replaced her with Ashoka, and at one point, I replaced Ashoka with Tiger Lily, and mostly with Hatshepsut. Still, these two heroes are like AoE healers, and Ashoka is one idea better on the single one. But yeah, for so long I was using Naya. Absolutely crazy hero. And finally, we're having Otsewoto, which is going to be the WAS S tier hero, in my opinion. There is many reasons, but the AoE damage this hero is doing is absolutely crazy. First of all, he's having pretty decent stats, but yeah, he's like, I think 5-time awakened. I awake him, but from the abilities, is swings her sword in a circular motion, dealing 90% damage to the all enemies unit within the range of 2.5. I think just because the range is a pretty good one and the damage is a good one, and I test this hero by a lot, especially in my early stages, I think is also deserving something like S tier. I was thinking between A tier and S tier, but yeah, but basically compared to this bad boy, it's like 75. Is little bigger range, but this hero is, in my opinion, just one idea better, and that's why I actually put him as a S tier. So I guess this will be for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit one like and subscribe for more Heroes of History Epic Empire videos. I wish you a great day, and of course, see you in the next video.